Hey guys, what's going on? Sherman here. Just sitting out here in the shed, currently eating a delicious turkey sandwich, listening to a pretty nasty storm roll in, kind of out of nowhere too. I mean, it was nice and sunny, and it's still sunny. You look up in the sky, it's like half is sunny, the other half, huge thunderheads, thunder in the distance. There's some county near us under a severe thunderstorm warning. Whatever. So, wanted to, before anything does hit, I wanted to get this this video out and give you guys a kind of bead and lanyard update. If I stop for a second, it's because I'm eating. This bread is delicious. It's made by Arnold, and they're called sandwich thins. The only bread I'll eat anymore. Most of you guys know I stay on a almost entire organic or all-natural diet. Lately I've been trying out a gluten-free diet. Yes, I know this is bread, so I said mostly gluten-free. Although you go to the store and look at, and just look at everything that you pick up that you normally buy. I guarantee you 99.99% of it all has wheat gluten in it. You'll be surprised. Like, you will never know until you start going on a gluten-free diet. You would really be surprised as to what all has gluten in it. So, all my snacks that I've been picking up lately have been gluten-free. I'm still trying to wean myself off of this bread. My sister makes some amazing homemade gluten-free bread. She just hadn't got a chance to make any recently, so I'm kind of stuck with this, but, you know. Not that you guys want to hear me ramble. Anyway. Those of you who follow me on my Facebook have seen these. These are the 40 Smith & Wesson nickel-plated beads. You will notice that in all my beads there's going to be a slight difference, because none of these are really machined. These are all hand-tooled. So a machine doesn't take care of these for me. I hand tool all of these. So they're all going to be slightly broken. They're all going to be slightly different. RP 40 S&W. Some final fit and finish things will be worked out. Like, I'm going to try to polish the inside of that. You can see the rim right there is polished slightly. I'm going to work on doing the inside, the beveling right there. But I have approximately 15 of these all ready to be put on lanyards and shipped out. If any of you guys are interested, yeah, just hit me up on a personal message. And if I don't respond, let me know that you left a personal message as a comment in this video, because I don't always get my personal messages for some reason. People will say that, they've sent them 3 times, and I still haven't got them. So, if you're really interested, send me a PM. If I think about it, I'll send you my email address, and we can converse through email, because that's usually much easier. Even though sometimes I don't get emails either. But, people are really intrigued by these in the pictures I have on Facebook. These are the nickel-plated. You don't have to polish these. But these are 40 caliber. Now, these are already pre-made. Alright, so if you want some right now, put on a lanyard for you. Work out a PayPal deal. They're on their way. On to further business. In here, let me open this up because the glare from the bag is kind of intense. I now have a real good supply of 45 ACP, nickel-plated. Very excited about this. My brother-in-law and my dad went to the shooting range a little bit ago, about a few days ago. They both have a 45, so they picked up all this spare brass for me. And now I can get started. These are all Winchester. I don't know if that's... Some people are kind of funny, they want a specific brand. If that's important to you, these are Winchester brand. I'm sitting under a window. It got kind of dark and messed with the lighting. Also, I have some spear point. I think that's what it is. Oh, let me look. These are spear. Did I say spear point? It's just, sorry, I'm thinking knives again. These are spear. These kind of have a different finish on them. These aren't heavily nickel. I mean, these are all nickel plated as well, but they're not polished like the other ones. That's an R&P, just like the 40s. Forgive the dog. Okay, here's one. These have a slightly different finish. These are almost a kind of a stone-washed finish, almost like. I know it's not, but it just has a different finish to it, and I like it. It's not highly reflective. Like, say, compare it to... That's almost the same, actually. That one kind of got scuffed in the sanding. The only disadvantage, like, I know that you do not have to polish these. If you know, they'll never lose their luster, basically. Like, the brass will corrode over time and start to discolor, and you have to clean it. It's not that it's not hard at all to do. It's just, you know, annoying to have to keep up with it. These, however, you do not. But the one thing is if there is any tiny imperfection in it, like that scrape right there, you cannot sand that out. It has to stay. Any imperfections in these cannot be sanded out because it's a very thin layer of nickel plating. Like, they're not plated very heavily. So, the lightest bit of sanding on these removes the original plating and reduces back to brass. That's all it is. All these are just brass with nickel plating. And then, also, because I know that a lot of people are interested about these as well, if you want, I also have brass 45 ACP. All brass. So you don't have to worry about that. These can be polished up. Any imperfections can be sanded out, no problem. Now, I'm probably going to have to charge at least $1 extra on these, more than I do on the nickel plating, because I do have to sand all of these by hand. Every single one of these has to be sanded by hand, polished with flits by hand. So it's just a little bit of extra work. And, you know, some of you may think that's, you know, it kind of makes me a douche. I don't know. But I'm probably going to have to charge extra if you want brass. Which I know a lot of people do, because that's just the most common, you know, synonymous with a bullet, how it looks. A lot of people want that brass look. I also have a few 40s and 9mm, but I don't need those because I have a really good surplus of 357 Smith & Wesson, or 357 SIG. 357 SIG auto rounds, 9mm and 40 in brass and in the nickel plated. Alright, so just to sum it all up, I have nickel plated 45 ACP, a ton. I have a ton of 40 Smith & Wesson nickel plated. I have a few 9mm in brass. I have 357 SIG in brass. I have 45 ACP in brass. So if any of you guys are interested in having beads made, just shoot me a PM. I do not, like I said, I do not discuss prices over the comments box. That's just the way I am. I think it's a little unprofessional personally. I'd rather deal with it, you know, in personal messages one-on-one. So like I said, if you're interested, shoot me a PM. Tell me exactly which one you want. If you want 45 ACP, 40, 9mm if you want it in brass or nickel plated if I have it. And the color of lanyard that you want. Or if you just want a few beads, I'm sure we can work out a deal with that as well. You know, it's just whatever you guys want to do. Yeah, if you're interested, shoot me a PM, and hope everybody has a great rest of their day. All right, guys, stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman614, peace.